A lot of people are in conflict choosing between paying off debt and investing. Some people prefer putting their money into investments rather than paying off their debt because if they invest, they make their money grow and they earn more. You might be in conflict too between choosing to pay down your debt with your extra money and investing your extra money so it grows and give you exponential returns for your future. In reality, both choices can sound reasonable enough to choose. There are a lot of different cases that may give different results the moment you choose either of the two. But you might get surprised by how simple the solution we are suggested to make. In order to visualize the possible results of your choices, we need to know the positive and negative effects of both options so you can come up with a better decision that won't leave you regretting it. Hi! Welcome back to Grayson Finance. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about whether you should invest or pay off the debt in 2022. Before making any decision regarding choosing between debts or investing, you need to make sure you have established a financial foundation first. This foundation primarily includes money set aside to be used as an emergency fund, strictly meant for unexpected expenses. It's pointless to even think about paying off debt or investing if you don't have money set aside in the first place. If a situation arises that requires you to pay unexpected expenses without an emergency fund, you'll just have yourself in an unfortunate financial situation. Make sure to save up at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses. One of the advantages of paying off debt is that when you become debt-free, there'll be an extra room to have in your budget. When there's a lot of accumulated payment for debts, it makes it harder for you to pay yourself. You'll soon then live a paycheck-to-paycheck kind of life trying to afford your living expenses and at the same time, your debt repayments. You might think that you are not making financial progress at all just paying down all your debts. However, after paying off all your loans, a larger percentage of your paycheck will be yours to keep. You can even have a sooner retirement as long as you paid all your debts so you can increase your retirement contributions. On the other hand, a lot of people choose to invest their money first before paying any debt to be debt-free. Most people take this path because the interest earned from the investment exceeds that of debt interest. With this, people who choose to invest make a large profit. You might want to choose to invest and get a 10% return on investment rather than choosing to pay off your debt with 5% interest. It will take you a long time to pay off your debt first before investing, and it may cost you a lot of missed investment opportunities. The biggest factor that you should consider when you want to decide between your two options is the associated risks. Keep in mind that when you pay down debt with a 30% interest, that's equal to earning a 30% return on your money with no risk associated at all. On the other hand, investing always comes with risk. In investing in the S&P 500, you can earn up to a 10% return or more. The S&P 500 has had an average return of 10% per year ever since it began. However, there were times when it had negative returns. You need to understand that returns aren't 100% guaranteed, and you need to take that into consideration before making your financial plan. To make you decide which option to choose and visualize the possible outcomes of your choices, here's a real-life example. Let's say you currently have a 30-year term mortgage of $350,000. With a 4% interest rate, you will be paying off $1,671 every month. Furthermore, let's say you have a decent income and still have a 1,000% income extra that you might use to pay down your mortgage or for investments. In the choices, you're not exactly sure which to choose for you to have a good place financially after the 30-year loan period. If you choose to pay down the mortgage, paying down your extra $1,000 every month will make you debt-free in just 14 years and 5 months. With that, you just ended up paying a total of $1,110,799 in interest. For the remaining time that you have, you can invest the extra $1,000 per month in addition to the supposed mortgage, which is $1,671, and get a total of $2,671 per month as an investment in the S&P 500. If you invest that much money every month for the remainder of the 30 years, which is 15 years and 7 months, you will be able to get $1,203,916. If you subtract the interest you paid for your mortgage in this amount, you will then get the amount of $1,093,117 at the end of the 30-year period. This equation translates to subtracting the interest you paid from the total amount of money you've got. On the other hand, if you choose to make the minimum payment every month for the mortgage and the extra $1,000 is allocated for investing, you will end up paying your mortgage for the whole duration of 30 years and will end up paying $251,544 in interest. However, if you invested your extra $1,000 in the S&P 500 every month with 10% annual returns, you will end up getting $2,171,000 in 30 years. If you subtract the amount of interest you've paid for your mortgage, you will end up with $1,919,456. If you compare the money you ended up getting in two choices, you will end up with a difference of $826,339. With this, it's certain that you will end up getting more money if you choose to invest your extra money in the S&P 500 instead of using it to pay down your debt. However, these scenarios presented don't consider the associated risk of investing in the stock market, and the 10% is only assumed to be the average return that is only reasonable over a long period of time. One of the advantages of having a 30-year mortgage is rooted in inflation. The mortgage payments you pay every month are the same for the life of the loan, but the dollar loses value over time. With this, you end up paying loans with a dollar that has already decreased in value. Assuming that inflation is at 4%, in 18 years, the value of the dollar decreased in half. A mortgage is used as an example in this video as it's a very low interest loan. Back in 2021, the average mortgage rate is only at 3%, and now it's close to 5%, making it just near in percentage to inflation. It is also used as an example because of the fact that mortgages are long-term loans. For this reason, it's very critical to make the right choice in choosing whether you want to pay off your debt or invest. In deciding between the two options, there are other factors to consider as well. Cash flow is a huge benefit that is helpful in freeing up your budget. This is especially important when you are getting ready to retire. Risk is also an important fact to consider, especially when making your strategy to earn money. Over the long term, you can opt to pay down high-interest loans and use low-interest ones to get the most profit. Each number is presented accurately, depending on the scenario in this video. And after watching, it's now your job to assess the risks and rewards to tailor-fit your decision to your own circumstances. Thanks so much for watching! I hope this video was helpful. Make sure to click like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to keep you updated on new helpful videos like this one.